Am I the a-hole for telling my mom and her husband I don't give a crap if their kid dies? That's crazy. That's your brother.
Yeah. How are you
gonna let your brother die like that? That's crazy.
Well, if you don't know them, so maybe.
You think she doesn't know her brother?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna find out. My mom and dad got divorced when I was 5. It was good. They are terrible together. All I remember from back then is them fighting constantly. My mom got primary custody of me, and my dad got me on weekends and some holidays. It was better for a couple of years until my mom met Dale. He isn't a bad person. He just wasn't interested in being a stepdad. They got married they got married when I was 9. They needed to move for Dale's job. My mom left me with my dad and said she would be back for me when they got settled. My dad and grandma agreed to take care of me full time until then. They apparently have settling to do still because I turned 17 in May. Wait, okay, how many years is that? 9. That is 8 years.
After
she left. Oh my God. She was supposed to move with her mom as soon as they got settled after they moved, and she was still living with her dad for 8 years. Her mom just left her. That's horrible. Okay. So I turned 17 in May, and she hasn't come back for me yet. Poor girl. She did, however, have a new kid with Dale. I've never met him. Okay, so we got a stepbrother now that we've never met. My half-brother is sick and needs something from me. My mother and his father aren't a match, but I might be. My mom contacted me to ask me to get tested to see if I'm a match, but my dad said it was up to me. I said no. Just savage.
Okay.
No. I have an athletic scholarship to college in the fall. That's great. Good for you. Congratulations. If I do this, donate, not test, I won't be able to participate in the sport I was recruited to play, which will mean my scholarship goes away. Yeah.
Okay. You have to look for her.
Yeah. My mom begged. I thought about it. I know I have no shot at being a professional athlete. I am good. I'm not great. I can play Division I sports, but I won't get paid to play. I came up with a compromise I thought would be good. I offered to get tested, and if I was a match, I would donate. If my mom and Dale agreed to pay my tuition for my degree. You know what? That is actually a good compromise, I think. Because if she can't get her scholarship to go to college, then she probably can't go to college at all.
Yeah.
Because she don't have money.
That makes sense.
Because the scholarship's paying for her school, and she probably don't have any money to do it. Otherwise, she would need a scholarship.
Yeah.
So I think that's really nice of her. She was gonna give whatever her brother needs to him if her mom pays her
college.
Yeah. I think that's a good compromise. Okay, let's see what happens. If my mom and dad agree to pay my okay. I thought it was a win-win. I agree. If I donate, the kid has a chance to live. I can concentrate on school instead of sports because she won't be able to play if she doesn't have a scholarship.
Yeah.
And because she won't be able to play because of whatever surgery she's getting to, I guess. And my dad gets my dad gets a break after years of doing everything. Yeah, eight years. Her dad has been a single father. That's crazy.
Well, probably
no help at all from her mom.
Probably how they say, when they leave you, that's gonna be the mom's. She's
Yeah.
go for a cigarette, never come back.
Oh my gosh. She left to get the milk.
Yeah.
Still waiting 8 years later. Okay, so they said no. They said no, that they would not pay her college. How much is your kid's life worth to you? Not a college tuition, apparently. They said I would do it with no conditions. And I said, F no then.
Okay.
They accused me of being heartless.
Really, after they leave
Yeah,
your
the
mom?
daughter's being heartless after you abandoned her for 8 years. Wow, what a piece of work, I said that just because she didn't give a about me and my future doesn't mean I don't. Well, good for her for standing up for herself. She set boundaries, and her mom needs to meet them or find somebody else.
Yeah.
She's offering to do the whatever surgery it is.
If she paid the college.
Yeah, and I think it's her mom. She should, not that she should pay, but if she is forcing her kid to give up all this money that she was going to get to go to school, then it only makes sense that she would make up for it by paying the tuition and not call her child selfish when you abandoned her for 8 years and ask her to give up something for your new child. But okay. She said my brother would die without me, and here is where I might be the a-hole. Okay, so we haven't gotten that far yet. Okay, let's see what happened. I literally said that it made no difference to me. That's horrible. I literally said that it made no difference to me if her kid lived or died. That I didn't give a shnikes.
Yeah, that was horrible.
That's
too.
horrible to say about your brother, but I kind of understand in the heat of the moment.
And probably because you don't know him, that's why you don't.
Yeah,
care.
she's never met this kid. It's not real. It's her brother by blood, but it's not she didn't grow up with him. She never met him before.
You don't touch to him, nothing at all. That's why.
Never talked to him. Probably. It seems like she's never talked to him because she said she never met him, not even on the phone or whatever. But so I understand the emotional disconnect, and I also understand saying that in the heat of the moment. She probably didn't fully mean it because deep down she knows it's her brother. I'm just speculating at this point, but yeah, I would just assume that it was the heat of the moment and she was just mad at her mom for
abandoning.
For not just only abandoning her, asking something super big of her, and then won't compromise.
After 8 years.
After 8 years of nothing, and then asking something super big of her that's gonna change her life forever when all she wants to do is go to school and and prepare for her future, I guess, and her mom won't compromise with her on that, which that just sucks. And she's calling the kid selfish. That doesn't make any sense to me. Just cough up some money, honestly. What's your kid's life worth to you? What's your son's life worth to you, I should say. But
yeah, well,
you don't want your daughter to go to college, but then again, you probably don't care about her.
Yeah, that's what it is. Probably
sucks.
They don't care about her. That's why.
My dad is staying out of it, and my dad is staying out of it, and my grandma is on the corner. I don't know what that means. In fact, all of my dad's family says it's in my corner, not on the corner.
Okay.
She meant to say she's in my corner, like in boxing. So grandma's on my side, and dad says it's out of his hands. It's up to you, girl. And In fact, all my dad's family says it's my decision. My mom's family thinks I'm being the a-hole for what I said. I've been blocking them all as I get the chance. Am I the a-hole?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either, because she is a 17-year-old, and I think the dad is being a good parent and just letting her handle it. Yeah. But at the same time, I think the dad probably should get involved a little bit, and have his daughter's back and be like, hey, if she doesn't want to, she doesn't want to, or pay for her school. Like, you left me with this kid for 8 years. You never looked back. The least you can do is pay for her school.
Yeah, that sounds right, but.
And it sounds like she would be totally fine giving up her sport, which is really hard. Like, when you work your entire life, Division I is like the highest division that you can be in college.
Right.
I don't know what sport it is, but just Division I in general. It's like UCLA is Division I, and they have in like UK, University of Kentucky, that's Division I. So her being able to play sports at one of those types of colleges is a really big accomplishment, and she's willing to give it up to help save her half brother that she's never met before. But she's not willing to give up her schooling, and I think that's understandable, and because I can only imagine it would be really hard for her to not be able to play sports after you worked so hard to get there and earn that scholarship.
Yeah.
But
pretty much.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think?
I think she think by her first two. Your mom left you for 8 years and trying to come back for us a favor, something for your brother you ever meet, even spend time with him or know him. So the best thing is you think yourself, pretty much. What do you want?
Even if her brother dies?
I don't know, but.
Or do you think it was kind of in the mom's hands?
I think it's kind of her mom's hands, really.
And the stepdad or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Because she offered, and her only caveat was that she needed her school to be paid for.
So she was giving away a little bit the sport that she liked to want to do it, so.
Yeah, she's given up the sport that she wants to do that's paying for her college.
Just pay for her college, like.
At a Division I school, which is very hard to get into for sports. It's very big competitions. Yeah. So a lot of people, want to get in for sports from Division I schools, and she got in with a scholarship, which is amazing. And she's willing to give that up if her mom just pays for her school.
I think the selfish here is her mom.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
So, okay, she's not the a-hole. She's not the a-hole. The mom is. The mom and the stepdad.
Yeah.
Okay, next story. Am I the a-hole for refusing to walk my daughter down the aisle?
Really?
Yes. I, male 49, have 2 daughters, Marie, 27, and Julie, 23. For context,
I say okay.
Okay. For context, Julie is not my biological daughter, since I married my current wife when she was only 2. When Julie was only 2. And since her dad was absent, I adopted her as my own, but I love both my daughters the same. That's nice. Okay. This being said, I am closer to Julie since she has still... Wait, okay, hold on. I am closer to Julie since she has and still live with... She has and she still lives with us. The way he said it was really weird. Okay. This being said, I'm starting over. This being said, I'm closer to Julie since she has and still lives with us, and we do almost everything together. Instead, Marie is closer to her mom, mainly because her mom got full custody of her and has never lived with me. Okay. Now, to the main issue. Julie got engaged about a year ago and immediately asked me to walk her down the aisle. I, of course, agreed and have actively helped her with planning of the wedding, which is scheduled October 2022. Okay, this was a few years ago. Okay. A couple of weeks ago, Marie asked. I almost said Marie asked me. A couple of weeks ago, Marie asked me to go grab some coffee with her and let me know she's currently pregnant and will soon get married.
Good
That's
for her.
lovely. Lovely, lovely. Both your daughters getting married around the same time. I can't see at all where that's going to be a problem. Can you? To be honest, this caught me off guard since I didn't even know she had a boyfriend. Wow. Girl doesn't even talk to her dad at all, it sounds like. That's crazy. Pregnant and gonna get married, but didn't even know that she had a boyfriend. That's crazy. That'd be like if I showed up with you one day to my mom and be like, okay, this is my new husband, or I'm about to be husband, and I'm currently carrying his child. And then she's like, wait, who are you? But anyways, she apparently will
He's
have...
hiding the boyfriend, I think. It's all.
Yeah, I guess so.
And she get pregnant and decide, you know what, let's get married.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's a shotgun wedding. That would be crazy. Okay. She apparently will have a quiet and fast wedding since she doesn't want to show too much. Meaning, it sounds like a shotgun wedding. Meaning her wedding will be in 3 months. That's fast for someone you didn't even know that they had a boyfriend. Gotta get married before your belly starts to show, I guess.
Yeah.
Shotgun wedding. Okay. She says it will be a small ceremony and asked me to walk her down the aisle. I felt weird about it since I don't even know her fiance, and it's all so sudden. I asked her to let me think about it. It seemed like this answer surprised her, but she understood. Okay. I then went home and let my wife and daughter know, and Julie asked me to please decline, since she wanted to be the first to be walked down the aisle, since she asked first, thinks that I have a stronger commitment to her. So Julie wants to be the first one that gets walked down the aisle by her dad. Because she asked first.
She asked for.
And you know what? I can kind of understand that. Because she was close to her dad, and she had been planning this wedding for a while, asked her dad like a while ago, and her dad was even helping her plan the wedding, and then all of a sudden her sister pops up out of nowhere and just says, oh, hey, I'm getting married in 3 months, which is before Julie's wedding, when Julie had been planning it for a lot longer. And she's like, no.
Maybe it's a competition. We get married first.
Do you think...
Okay,
hot take. Do you think Marie, do you think Marie got pregnant like on purpose just to show up her sister? Just to...
I don't know, probably. Well, you don't know. This time, everything that can happen.
Just be like, you're engaged? Fine, I'm going to be engaged too, and I'm having a baby.
Everything.
Take that, Julie. You think that's what happened?
Probably. Possible.
Okay. I agreed since this is more of an us thing rather than an after rather than an afterthought like Marie's wedding. So Dad's not going to walk down the aisle because Julie asked him not to. That's crazy.
Okay.
I mean, like, I understand Julie, but I also think, like, that's your daughter. Like, maybe
How
just,
you
like...
don't walk to the aisle to your daughter?
Yeah, like, that's your daughter. Like, I know you're closer to Julie, but, like, Marie's your daughter, too, and you can't just, like, leave her... Maybe just, like, ask her to push the wedding until after the baby or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because she could have the wedding after the baby. She doesn't have to have it before.
Probably she don't want to wait no more, too.
That sucks. Or have a courthouse wedding before and then do like a big wedding after your baby.
Yeah, that's
I don't know. I just think maybe there was a better solution because you can't just leave you can't leave your daughter on her wedding day. You know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Let's keep reading, see what happens. Okay. Then I sent a message to Marie letting her know my decision with a brief explanation and even offered options like her mom or stepdad to walk with her. I also reassured her that I would still be with her there and support her into anything. She almost immediately called me crying and telling me how much of a horrible father I am and how I apparently have always played favorites, which hurt me.
That's true. The parents have favorites.
I mean, you can't really help it, you know. Like I'm sure all parents have I'm sure they all love everyone equally, but like you secretly, even if you don't want to admit it to yourself, you have a favorite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it is what it is. It's human nature.
It's so funny because we talk about it with my brother. They're always talking about who's the favorite one or who's the...
I think it changes with your family. I think I think right now it's Jonathan, right?
Probably. I don't know. The older one
know?
always more or less different. You don't think so? The older one there.
Because with my family, my sister was always the favorite when we were growing up.
Because she's the first one.
But now I'm the favorite. So
how you know?
Because my mom told me. Savage. But yeah, no. So like growing up, I always tell my mom, I called her out on it. I was like, why are you always like, you give my sister special treatment and she's your favorite and you're so mean to me and whatever. And she was like, no, I don't have favorites.
Yeah, they have one always.
Yeah. Of course she's going to tell me that when I'm telling her the truth that the other kid is her favorite. But yeah, now straight up she'll tell me that I'm her favorite.
Really?
Yeah, I hope my sister's not watching this episode.
I'm sure she can watch it in some point. She's gonna find it.
No offense, sister, but you were the favorite for a long time. It's my turn now, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, where were we? She immediately called me crying, telling me how a horrible father I am, and apparently have always played favorites, which hurt me. Which hurt me since it's simply not true. I love them both. I'm sure you do love them both. I'm sure you do. But I'm also sure Julie's your favorite.
Yeah.
I tried to explain my reasoning, but she said it doesn't matter and doesn't care about my excuses. She ended up hanging up, and my ex has been sending me tons of texts, berating me and calling me names. So Marie's mom is yelling at the dad because he won't walk her down the aisle, which I mean, I feel like he should. I still feel like he should. Now word has spread to some family members and they are calling me a deadbeat and trash. I wouldn't go that far. He's still going to be at the wedding. It's not like he's abandoning her. He just promised Julie he wouldn't walk her.
But how do you promise you that, I'm not going to walk to you?
No, I think Julie needs to get over it. I mean,
Sister.
I completely understand. I completely understand where the thought's coming from. But at the same time, like, that's your sister. That's this guy's daughter. The dad needs to be there and walk her down the aisle. Like, he's already in the building. And Julie needs to get over it. Like, that's your sister. You need to get over it. If this is a shotgun wedding, she's probably going to be divorced before Julie is anyway. And hopefully Julie has a long, happy marriage, you know?
Yeah.
But...
Well...
At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter who gets walked down the aisle first, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my opinion. I lost my place again. I'm horrible. Okay, hold on. Apparently...
You want me to do it for you?
Wait, she wants me to tell me because it's not true.
Can I read it all?
Now I expect something numbers that they're calling me deadbeat trash. But my wife, okay. Deadbeat trash, okay? He was being called by his family members and being called a deadbeat and trash. My wife and daughter agree that my decision is the only fair one and shouldn't be pressured in... Okay, my decision is the only fair one, and it shouldn't be pressured into doing something I don't want. Whatever. I am starting to feel guilty, but honestly unsure. Am I the a-hole for refusing to walk my daughter down the aisle? Edit. I don't know what to do now. These comments have really opened my eyes on how horrible I was to my daughter. Yeah, it looks like a lot of people agree with us. Yeah. I feel like I have been oblivious to several things I did and allowed to happen. I've been oblivious to several things I did and allowed to happen. I feel like the worst a-hole there is, and I don't even know if there's room to fix it. I'll try to reach out to her, but after reading your opinions, I doubt she'll accept, and I totally get it. That's sad. At least he realized his mistake. We have another edit. I posted a proper update on my page. Thanks for helping out. Oh. There's an update. Hold on. Wait, let's read some comments first. The original poster has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the a-hole. I might be the a-hole since I refused my oldest daughter's request to walk her down the aisle since I had previous agreement with my youngest to walk her too. Okay, one person said, "You're the a-hole. You don't love them the same." Just straight out. Even if my mom had full custody, Marie is trying to have a relationship with you now, and you're just effing blew it. She's not wrong.
Yeah, you're right.
This person's not wrong. Yeah. Princess Julie needs to get over herself. Okay, I said it a little nicer than that, or did I? I think I said the same words, didn't I? I just didn't call her a princess, but yeah, she does need to get over herself. Because that's your sister and that's your dad. And,
you can ask somebody, don't walk my sisters.
No, so and you know what? I mean, I understand that she didn't want her sister to take away from her wedding, but at the same time, having that feeling, you still need to be a mature adult and just be like, yes, you can. I mean, the dad should never have, like...
I said that too.
Yeah, the dad should have been the more adult because he's the father.
I think there's a bunch of children.
Yeah, they're acting like little kids. They really are. They're acting like little kids. It's ridiculous. But yeah, he should have never said, "Okay, Julie, my little princess, I won't walk your sister down the aisle even though she's getting married and she's gonna not forgive me for the rest of her life. F her. I only love you." Like, that's what it feels like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you can't just, I mean, She doesn't need to be first. Only one to get first / only one getting walked down the aisle. Obviously, you got divorced, remarried, and moved on from Marie. I can only imagine how broken her heart is. Yeah, sure, you love them both the same. Only gets treated like.
Don't say Cass work.
I didn't say it. I said it like a slant. But yeah. I mean that comment was brutal, but like, yeah, it's basically what we've been saying. Yeah. I mean, let's see. Okay, so here's the update. Update for refusing to walk down the aisle. Okay.
I want to know if he did it anyways.
I hope that he got to walk Marie down the aisle. I hope she forgave him and they're one big happy family again. That's what I'm hoping for. We don't know, but that's what I'm hoping for.
Maybe it's a family drama too, so.
Yeah, but that's what I'm hoping for. We'll see what happens. Update. I tried to update on the Am I the A-hole, but sadly got taken down and was advised to post here. Okay. Before anything, I want to thank everyone who gave their opinion. Though harsh, yeah, it seems like a lot of them, like, super harsh, just trashing this guy. But you know what? It gave him the wake-up call that he needed, you know, and hopefully it turns out right. It helped me see how much of an A I was. ASS that I was.
Okay.
Now to the update. Tons happened after my post since my edit. Oh my god, it's super long. Okay. I tried calling and texting Marie, but she rejected my calls. Eventually, I was able to talk to my ex, who told me Marie wasn't in the position to talk since I put a lot of stress on her and could be dangerous because of her pregnancy. I guess because of the stress. She doesn't want to be stressed out. I didn't want to cause more harm, so I stopped bothering her, but I did let my ex know that I felt horrible and wanted to apologize. She, once again, called me out on my BS, but agreed on talking to her. On Tuesday, she finally answered my text and agreed on talking, but only over the phone and with her mom there. Poor Marie. She's like heartbroken. I feel bad for her. Of course I agree, and we had a long but productive talk. As long as a lot of you guessed, she has been bottling up a lot of resentment towards me and Julie's relationship, and opened up about how she always felt left out and pushed away. Poor Marie. I mean, like, yeah, just from the first post, it sounded like Julie was by far the favorite, and he just didn't want to admit that. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
She actually told me several events I wasn't aware of between her, Julie, and my wife. Ooh, we're going to get drama on the sister and the stepmom. Okay. I apologized profusely and offered to walk her down, and surprisingly, she accepted my apology. Great. But she isn't ready to accept me to walk her down the aisle at this time, since now the thought of it makes her mad and sad. I understood, but insisted that I will if she asks again. It sounds like she's not really forgiving him, or if she did forgive him. If she did forgive him, maybe she's just like traumatized from him saying no, and she just like put up a wall and said, no, I'm not gonna put myself in the position for you to take Julie's side again, you know? I don't know. That's As for Julie and my wife... Wait.
Now what?
Okay, sorry. I keep losing my place. I'm putting the cursor on the sentence and then it like floats. Okay, we agreed of meeting her fiance, as many of you suggested, which is good because you haven't met the guy. But you know what? Now that we know that she was feeling ostracized because of Julie's relationship to the dad, you were probably right. She was probably just hiding the boyfriend from him. The mom probably knew. Like her mom, Marie's mom, his ex-wife, she probably knew the boyfriend already because she has a better relationship with Marie than the dad does.
Yeah.
But since the dad doesn't talk to Marie, you know what? As the father, you need to be initiating your relationship with your daughter. Like, because as young adults, you know, just getting out of the house, like you get really busy with your own life and you don't always reach out to your parents, especially if you feel like they don't prioritize you or if you feel like they don't care about you as much as another sibling, you know?
Yeah.
So he should have been doing some of the legwork there and working on getting a better relationship with her, and he didn't. But that's just my opinion. So we agreed to meet her fiance, as many of you suggested. It'll be later in the week on Sunday. Turns out they've been dating for almost 2 years.
See, so he was...
Yeah, the mom definitely knew him because... Okay, it's not the shotgun wedding we thought it was. She never thought I'd care. That's what we're saying. She never thought I would care, so never introduced us and never stopped to ask about her love life. And I never stopped to ask about her love life. See, as the dad, you gotta ask. Don't you think so? I mean, I don't know. When I was growing up, like when I first moved out my mom's house and I moved in with you, all she did was ask me questions about you. Like how our life was together and, you know, things about you. And she, you know, wants to get you like birthday presents and whatever and wants to know what you like. Like, you know, she always wanted to know stuff about you. Okay. And so I feel like that. And your mom does the same thing about me. Your mom asks questions about me all the time, too.
Yeah, he always asks questions.
So, as a parent, that's just what you do if you care about your child. But apparently he didn't. Like, that's just what you do. You want to know who your child is spending their time with, spending their life with. And that should be a priority because their family is your family. Your child's family, who they choose to be their family, their now fiance, that is your family in the future. So you need to know them. You need to want to know them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she never thought I would care. So never introduced us, and I never stopped to ask about her love life. She is still hurt, but is trying to stay stress-free. So, sorry. So I will try to keep it up, to keep it up that way. To keep it that way. I don't know why I said it that way. She didn't ask for anything else, but I didn't uninvite... Wait. She didn't ask for anything else, but didn't uninvite me either. Okay, so he's still invited to the wedding, but he's still not walking her down the aisle because she's traumatized now. What?
Nothing. How be traumatized by that?
I mean, bae, like, okay, say if your mom was living in town, okay, yeah. And you said, "Mom, I'm getting married. Are you gonna come?" And she said, "No." Like, how would you feel? And then she comes back and apologizes and says, "No, I want to go." And then you're like, "No, no, I'm good. I don't need you anymore." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Well, can understand it, but.
And he's still invited to the wedding at least, but she doesn't want. She's traumatized. She doesn't want him to walk her down the aisle.
Okay.
And I don't know. That's on her. That's her choice. Can't. And she's pregnant. She's hormonal. She is making choices on emotions, not on each other's emotions. She's in here, So she did not invite me either, luckily. I did offer her to go to therapy, but she says she's already going, but agreed on looking on the possibility of going together in the future. So it looks like they're going to do some family therapy, which I think they desperately need, because sounds like this man has a lot of stuff to work out. And so, and so does she, from being like not abandoned, because he wasn't a deadbeat dad, but he was definitely ignoring her as a child. As for Julie and my wife, I talked to them earlier today. I talked to them earlier today. There's a typo. I held out on telling them to sort out things with Marie first. I sat them down and confronted them about how they had treated Marie. My wife didn't say much and said she didn't have time or energy for that conversation. What a B word. Like, what the heck? I mean, don't have time and energy to talk to your stepchild? That's selfish. That's all I'm gonna say. Julie denied everything. Yikes, sister drama, which I, of course, don't believe. Then I dropped the bomb and everything exploded. This guy does not know how to spell. He said exploited instead of exploded. And everything exploded. My wife asked me why I'm babying my daughter and allowing her to bully me into changing my mind. I couldn't help but laugh seeing the irony. Okay. His current wife asked why he's babying Marie and allowing her to change his mind. But, okay, the irony, as we know, is that Julie was the one who started all this by changing her dad's mind and telling him not to walk her down the aisle. So, okay, we're back in it. Couldn't help but laugh at seeing the irony. Me too, brother, me too. Stop, Bill. I love you, but stop. She ended up being fed up and leaving the room. Uh-huh. What a little temper tantrum from a little whiner baby. Julie got mad. Belle, you want to listen to the story?
Yeah, she want to listen to everything.
Belle got mad immediately.
Belle? What?
What?
You said Belle?
Julie got mad immediately and asked me why I was ruining her special day and everything we worked for. Sorry, Belle. Not gonna lie, I did feel sad seeing her upset, but let her know her wedding and walking is still happening.
Okay,
so he's still walking Julie down the aisle, and she's still having her special day, and she don't need to be worrying about nothing. She started crying and stayed in her room all day until now. My wife is currently ignoring me, and I'll probably have to sleep in the guest room. Trouble in paradise. As for now, I am looking forward to being there for both of my daughters and future grandchild. I know Julie will get over it eventually. She tends to be like this. If you know she tends to be like this, then why did you fall for it in the first place? Wow. So Reddit, thank you for helping me see my dumb butt self. blah, blah, blah. So, Reddit, thank you for helping me see what a dumb butt I was and helping me to see maybe salvaging my relationship with my daughter. Oh, I'm not going to read this whole comment because it's super long, but the first sentence is hilarious. I am still disgusted very much by how you let this go on with Julie and Marie for so long, even cussed you out but dude, please don't double down on your promises. If Julie or wife loses and acts entitled, I know it must be hard but to hear this, but Julie's mom knew what she was doing, and so does Julie by now. It must be hard to hear this, but they knew, and their reactions are to just prove it. I don't fully disagree with that, but it's a little aggressive.
And a little bit too much.
And like that comment goes on for like it's like a 500-word essay. Like I'm not reading the whole thing. It's longer than the original comment. Like I'm not reading TLDR. But yeah, what do you think about that? I mean, I'm glad he came to his senses and put Julie in her place, but at the same time, it shouldn't have happened to begin with. But I'm happy he came around.
That's good.
Yeah.
I think
we're all human. We make mistakes.
Yeah.
And hopefully Marie will fully forgive him at some point. So our dogs are playing in the background, and I'm scared they're gonna knock over the tripod.
Belle, stop.
Play later, guys. We're filming right now. Okay. We have one more story here.
Okay.
Am I the a-hole for not wanting to bring my daughter to the 4th of July celebration tomorrow because my son-in-law's boyfriend is a sex offender?
What? Sex offender?
It means like they like raped someone.
Oh. Okay.
Or molested someone. Or had, I don't know. We don't know what kind of sex offender he is.
Okay.
But, okay. My son-in-law is 29. Wait, son-in-law is 29 female. What does that even mean? What? I think, okay, they put son-in-law, but I think they meant daughter-in-law. So, my daughter-in-law is 29 female, and her boyfriend is 25 male. He started, or she started, because it's a daughter-in-law, not a son-in-law, okay? Get that straight. It's a daughter-in-law. She started dating him in March, and we didn't find out about him being on the registry until late May. My, not son-in-law, my daughter-in-law.
Are you sure it's a daughter or it's a son?
It says son-in-law, but they're talking about a girl. S-I-L means son-in-law.
Okay. Well.
Right? I'm not crazy. S-I-L means son... Am I going to have to Google this? Hold on. S-I-L abbreviation. Abbreviation meaning... Why does Google not tell you anything?
What'd they tell you?
Sister-in-law. I was wrong. I can admit when I'm wrong, and I was wrong. My sister-in-law. Okay, now we're back in it. I'm going to start over. My sister-in-law is 29 female, and her boyfriend is... Oh, it must be on her husband's side. Never mind. I was like, wait a minute. Her boyfriend. Wouldn't that be your brother? No. My sister-in-law is 29 female, and her boyfriend is 25 male. She started dating him in March, and we didn't find out about him being on the registry until late May. My sister-in-law told us about it, and why she doesn't want to break up with him was because it happened a long time ago. 3 years ago, exact. I'm assuming we're talking about the whatever crime he committed. I am not going into full detail about what he did, so we're not going to find out.
Okay.
But all I'm going to say, it was related to a teenager. That is telling. What do you mean you're not going to tell us what he did? You told us exactly what he did. It says, man, the passive aggressiveness is just ice cold. So I'm not going to go into full detail about it, what he did, but I am going to say that it was related to a teenager drugged and raped. That's basically the whole story. Okay. My daughter is around the same age. I mean, that poor kid, but moving on. My daughter is around the same age as she was. 16. Wait, what? As who was? The teenager? Ooh. Okay. So her daughter is around the same age as the teenager that he offended. I'm just gonna say that. Not okay. But my daughter is around the same age as she was, and I am not comfortable with having her around him after finding out this information. I wouldn't be either.
I don't think it's comfortable to be around too.
I mean, yeah, just in general, but like people like that, they don't usually change because the reason that they do those things is because they have like a perversion in their head and they're attracted to certain people, so they just, which is disgusting, and they just I don't know. I can't even put into words how disgusting it is and how tragic it is. But anyways, moving on. I wouldn't be okay with him being around my daughter either if they're around the same age, because just knowing his past, I wouldn't. So I decided I don't want her going to the celebration. So she doesn't want her sister-in-law or the boyfriend going to the 4th of July.
4th of July.
Which, I don't know. We'll get into it later. Instead, I will probably take her to a public fireworks show. Or if she wants to stay home, that's her choice too. Belladonna. Oh no. Can you fix it, babe? Okay.
There you go. Belladonna did that.
Belladonna took.
Okay.
Huh? What? Oh, back
to
to
go back to
back to the story.
The story.
Okay. So instead of her sister-in-law coming to the 4th of July thing that they're doing because she doesn't want her boyfriend to be around her daughter, she wants to take out her sister-in-law to a public fireworks show instead, or just let her sister-in-law stay home. That's what she said. She said if she wants to stay home, that's her choice. Whatever. My husband is angry at me. You know what? Your husband is allegedly the father of this 16-year-old girl. Is he not? Like, what kind of father? Like, I understand wanting, because that's his sister, right? Yeah. I understand he wants his sister to be at whatever this is, barbecue. I don't know what it is. They didn't say. But at the same time, protect your daughter. Above all else, protect your daughter. You don't know what could happen in, like, the bathroom when you're not looking, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just Again, that's just how I feel, and I do think that they would be safer at a public area, even if they were all together. You know, even if they did.
Cool, that was scary.
Imagine how I feel when I'm like home alone and then I'm just sitting on the couch and it's quiet and then all of a sudden Taco starts barking. It scares me every time. But what were we talking about? But yeah, I do think even if the daughter was around this disgusting human being in public, I think it would be safer for her instead of wherever they are. It sounds like they're just like at their house and maybe probably doing I'm portraying a barbecue. I don't know what they're actually doing, but it sounds like they're just at their house. But yeah. My husband is angry at me. He thinks she should be allowed to make her own decision regarding the family celebration. He also thinks that because sister-in-law's boyfriend's actions happened a while ago, he likely isn't like that anymore. He still keeps trying to guilt me into going. How old was this guy when that happened? Okay. Where were we? Our camera ran out of space and we had to delete some stuff. Where were we? I completely forgot where we were. Okay, so my husband is angry at me. He thinks that she should be allowed to make her own decision regarding the family celebration. He also thinks that because sister-in-law's boyfriend's actions happened a while ago, he likely isn't that anymore. He still keeps trying to guilt me into going. So, yeah. So, this man is, right now, he's 25. And this was just posted 10 days ago. So, this was this year. This guy is 25 years old. And 3 years before that, he's... what, 21, 22, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, he's 22.
22, yeah.
He's 22 years old, and he drugged and raped a minor around 16 years old, a girl, which is absolutely horrible and disgusting.
Yeah.
And, yeah, the first commenter says... 3 years isn't a long time, and quite frankly, I don't think any amount of time is enough to put what he did in the past. And I 100% agree, because people who do that kind of stuff, it's always in them. Like, it's always in them. They could do it again. They could, even though they're trying to suppress what they did in the past, they're monsters. They are. This guy is a monster. I bet in the original poster, wait, is that the original poster? No, some person replied to them, I bet the girl he raped doesn't feel like it was a long time ago.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. No,
yeah.
She is 19. The girl that he raped is 19. Like, just barely turned an adult, probably still living with her parents. I don't know. But... yeah, no. Another person said, not the a-hole, LOL. 3 years ago is a long time ago for drugging and raping a minor. Yeah, no, it's not. How is this guy not in jail? Very, very, very good point. Very good point. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he got out for good behavior or something and didn't have to serve a very long time. But wait, no, I'm thinking of the other story. I was like, wasn't he with this guy for 2 years? But no, that was the other story. Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, this guy should. I feel like just don't let him come. You know, I mean, it's up to the sister-in-law, I guess. If she wants to go somewhere where her boyfriend's not welcomed, because she, you know, is in a relationship with this guy and whatever, but I also feel like the family has every right to say, I don't want my kid around this person. Like 3 years ago is not long enough. Like this person said, it's not long enough, and it may never be long enough, because I don't know. You never know what this guy is doing in the shadows, honestly.
Yeah.
It's crazy. The craziest part is the sister-in-law is older than the boyfriend.
How much older?
4 years. She's 29 and he's 25. But he raped a 16-year-old when he was 22. I mean... Okay. Another person said, also, the husband is just as gross for defending a child molester. Let's not overlook that. 100% agree. Like I said, how are you not going to defend your own child? How are you going to let your literal 16-year-old teenage daughter be around someone that just 3 years ago was raping another girl that same age? Like, I would never put my daughter in that position. Ever.
Yeah, it's horrible. Really.
Yeah. Another person said, not the a-hole. If he was convicted and is on the registry, he is more than likely not allowed to be around girls your daughter's age. That's true. I didn't know that, but that would make a lot of sense. Tell your husband as an offender only needs a few seconds to make someone their next victim. That's what I said earlier. Like, you never know what's going to happen when nobody's looking and she goes into the bathroom and he follows her or something like that. Or they're walking down the hallway. Like, I'm just assuming they're at somebody's house because it's like a family thing.
Yeah.
Like, maybe she's walking down the hallway to, like, go to her room or something, or, and he sees her go back there and follows her. Like, you never know. And, like, pulls her into a room and makes her the next victim. And, like, this person also said, I was victimized only a few feet away from family members. That is horrible, but unfortunately, it can happen if people aren't careful,
Yeah,
like,
you have to be.
You have to.
All the time.
You have to keep your family away from people. Like, if you know people are like this, you have to keep your family away from that.
Yeah. That's really important.
I would never let someone like that into my house. I would sooner say bye to the sister-in-law than let this guy into my house. And I mean, it sucks for the husband because it's his sister, but at the same time, like, you have to put your daughter first.
Yeah, I'm agree with that.
Yeah. Well, I think we're gonna stop there. I think that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. This is the first episode of the Left and Right podcast. Left and Right. So if you guys like it, make sure to like the video. It really helps with the channel. Also subscribe if you feel like it. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.